I'm a program manager in charge of a sector budget support program. It's in the education sector. And in Botswana, where I work, we are the major donor in this sector, so there are not that many others that are engaged with us. Policy dialogue is a very important part of my work. Of course, we have different levels. I work on the more technical level, but then I also provide the input to the more high-level ministerial policy dialogue that the head of delegation then conducts with the Minister of Education. When I came to Botswana, there was a specific case that we were a bit stuck with our budget support. We did not see the progress that was necessary for a further tranche release. But then we had a midterm review, and they provided some very good input for a policy dialogue, because they really looked at how the systems of the ministry were functioning, or actually not functioning in this case. And then we raised our dialogue to the highest level of the ministry, or to the highest official level, the permanent secretary. And where we had not had much progress before at that level, then suddenly she saw that we were actually onto something, and she found that it was very useful, that what we had come up with. And from that moment on, then we started a very close dialogue, and we changed we amended our budget support program to be very much in line with what the ministry then took on as a reform program. They started to develop a sector policy program, which would be costed, timely, and also sequenced and prioritized. So really, they did it kind of by the book, but they thought of it as something that was useful for themselves, so it was not imposed on them. And then we were able to facilitate this process by also increasing and redirecting our capacity development part of the budget support programs. First of all, the framework of negotiations. I have done negotiations in practice, but it has been more of an ad hoc thing, and now I can place those different phases more into the structural framework and maybe structure it a bit better in the future. Also, I think the practical work that we did, or the training or the exercises, were very useful and actually highlighted a lot of issues that need to be taken into considerations when you enter into negotiations or a dialogue with the other counterpart.